up, y'all? We are back for another episode of Insecure. This is episode 6, season 3. This is Ready Like. I thought this was going to be a Lawrence episode, to be honest with you, and I was not here for it because I'm over Lawrence. But now I don't know if I'm over Lawrence, but we're going to talk about it. Alright, so the episode starts out where we left off, where Issa and Lawrence saw each other for the first time in the 7-Eleven. And Issa asked him what has he been up to. So we see a montage of what Lawrence has been up to since him and Issa broke up. Lawrence is doing great at work. He is fucking a lot of random bitches. He's just living his best life. But in actuality, Lawrence has chlamydia. And I don't mean to laugh. Safe sex is a priority. This is why we advocate for condoms on this show. Safe sex is a priority, but Lawrence obviously does not wear them. So he has gotten chlamydia and he has to call all the women that he has been fucking, random women, to tell them that they need to get checked. So we see Issa, she is in a government office getting permits because Issa is really serious about this Coachella thing. I did not expect her to be this serious, but she was. So Issa is getting permits and the person at the desk is asking her, when does she plan to do this? Issa said within a month. Homegirl said that, this is too soon. It's too soon. You won't be able to do it. And basically trying to deter Issa from it. I think Issa is going to get it accomplished, but I think a month is a little too soon. But you can't tell Issa shit. So she has to fill out all these forms and all that, and she kind of got a little overwhelmed. So she walks out of the office, and there is Nathan waiting on his girl, and he is encouraging her, you can do this, and we're gonna get this done. Basically, as like a couple, like he's helping her accomplish her dream. Well, it's not even a dream, and she just had it like last week, but she wants to accomplish this goal, and he is supporting her 100%. So we see them walking off, and he is holding on to her, and I'm like, these niggas is like a couple. I'm not mad at it. I like that. I like Nathan until the end of this episode, but in the beginning, I like Nathan. All right, so then we see Molly. Molly is at work. She is swamped with work, and her assistant got her Tiffany's gift. Tiffany's baby shower is happening, so Molly asked her assistant to get something because Molly just bombarded. She can't do it. So the assistant started talking about, she can't wait to have her baby. She looked pregnant, but I wasn't sure, but she is pregnant. She can't wait to have her baby, and her boyfriend is concerned to see what the baby will look like because he's albino. And, you can come out a myriad of things if you're albino, if a parent is albino. So Molly said, as the girl walked away, girl, I don't give a fuck. Like, who cares? Nobody asked you about your boyfriend. Anyways, so we go back to Issa and Nathan, and they're laying in the bed, hugged up as a couple, and she is scouting venues for her Coachella. I don't know what she did say what she was gonna call it, but she's scouting venues for her Coachella, and Nathan is like in a daze. He is not paying attention. She's asking him questions, and I was like, okay, is this something, a sign, like something is wrong with him? But he asked her, when does she know it's real? Issa, being oblivious to damn near everything, Issa didn't realize what he was talking about. She thought he was talking about the Coachella thing. And he said, no, when do you know that this is real? And Issa was like, damn nigga, I didn't know this is us and us is this. I didn't know we were to that point. And he said, it's just how he's been feeling. And Issa, the sentiments were the same from Issa, but I kind of feel like Issa kind of said it because he said it, not to embarrass him. So I kind of feel like Issa she's only saying it because he said it, but I think Issa is so ready to move on with her life that she is just like jumping full force into this. So that was what happened with them. They started fucking or whatever they were doing. So Issa is outside of her apartment complex doing her property management duties, cleaning up duty and shit, cleaning up dog crap. And she got a call from Lyft, and Lyft told her that there's an investigation pending, and one of the passengers claimed that they were assaulted in her car, so they would call her at a later time. So she contacts Nathan to let him know, but Nathan never responds. So red flag number 1, Nathan just did not respond to her. which is odd because he just told a girl, this is real. I love you, girl. I want you, girl. He just told her that shit. Not in them terms, but basically he told her that he's really into her and he likes her, but he's not picking up the phone. So we see Molly and she is meeting Nathan's Asian friend. What's Andrew? Andrew has her jacket. Remember last episode that she couldn't find her jacket at Coachella because she was so fucking high? Well, Andrew has her jacket and Molly does not want to meet with him because she is kind of embarrassed of how she acted when she was high. So she finally got to meet him. He came to her job to give her the jacket, and with that he asked her out. Now I kind of felt like I knew from last episode, because he was around her so much, that he would have asked, well, he would have grown to like her. But Molly is kind of like standoffish, and he asked her out, and she told him that, you know, she'll let him know what her calendar is looking like, and she'll let him know. But Molly, as you can see, Molly is very reluctant because she does not want to date Nathan. Or no, what's his name? She does not want to date Andrew. Alright, so Kelly, Molly, and Issa are sitting in the living room preparing for Tiffany's baby shower. They're fixing up the diaper cake and all that stuff. And Issa asked Molly why won't she go out with Andrew. And Molly basically said, he's not black. Basically, you know, we like to stick within our own. We don't like to date outside the race. We like our black kings and black queens, and we just want to stick with what we know. So she says she doesn't want to have to teach him about red beans and rice and rap and all that stuff. She doesn't want to have to acclimate him to the culture because they can easily offend us if they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So Issa basically called Molly ignorant because she does not want to diversify her bond. She does not want to step outside the circle and date people that want to date her. So Molly is just very adamant that she does not want to date outside of her race, which we all, majority of us, we believe in black love, and we want to stick with what we know and who we want to make these black babies. And you can't really make black babies when you date outside the race. So that's basically Molly's issue. Alright, so Kelly comes in. Yo, Kelly is the funniest person on this show. So Kelly comes in and asks her which one was Andrew. Is he the Asian one or the black one? Molly said he's the Asian one. And Kelly said, good, because I'm fucking the black one. A lot. Kelly is hilarious. So, Issa was talking about Nathan, and she basically said that she's happy, she's enjoying herself. She called him her man. They were looking at her like, bitch, what is going on? Because things are rapidly going fast with these two. So she called him her man. She said that she's happy. They seem genuinely happy for her. So she told them about Coachella. She didn't tell them anything about it. She said that she's putting on a music festival and a block party, and she's very excited about it. She said the name of her business is Music with a Q because they do events quickly. No. They both laughed. I laughed as well because that sounded stupid as fuck. Sounded stupid. But, you know, I'm not the person to tell you, girl, that sounds dumb. No, I'm probably the person that would tell you it sounds dumb. But they were laughing and she got in her feelings a little bit. But, yeah, it was kind of stupid. So she texts Nathan to let him know that he was right about the name, but Nathan never was. Alright, so we got Lawrence and Chad, and Lawrence and Chad are at a bar. And I'm looking at Chad, and Chad looks like my damn brother-in-law. Like, exactly, but my brother-in-law is taller. He looks just like him. But Chad and Lawrence are sitting there and they're reflecting, and Lawrence is reflecting on his time of being a hoe, and Chad is reflecting on his time of being shit. Because while Chad, I think he was married or engaged, but with the hoism that Lawrence was going on with, Chad was doing the same thing, and Chad titty fucked 2 strippers, and his woman found out and left him. So Chad is now single and in denial that he ain't shit, basically. So Derek shows up, and he's excited about the baby coming, and basically he asked Lawrence would he ever get back with Issa, and Lawrence said no, he can't really see her he can't see her not being a cheater. You know, he just sees her as a cheater. Chad said that Issa's a hoe. And Lawrence came to her defense. He said, Issa's not a hoe. She just did hoe shit. So I kind of like that he defended her, but still, I mean, the hoe part, you know. But yeah, he said that she just did hoe shit, which she did. I mean, fucking damn. Why you got a man and you live together? That's some hoe shit. So Molly and Issa show up to the baby shower to help Tiffany out. And when they get there, the house is crowded. There's a bunch of people setting up, getting stuff together, and Issa and Molly have no clue who these people are. There's one pregnant woman that she is just all hopped up on, I guess, babies and all that stuff. She is excited. She's setting things up. She's telling them where to put stuff and everything like that. And at this point, you kind of see that Tiffany is veering away from the ladies. She is getting friends that are similar to her now. Friends that are pregnant, friends that are mothers. So she is actually separating herself from the group. So Tiffany comes over and, you know, Molly and Issa said, well, we came here to help you, you know, set up and stuff, but who are all these people? And she said, yo, these are my friends. They're helping out and everything like that. And you can see that Molly and Issa kind of fell away, but they weren't really tripping. They were just like, okay, we don't know any of these people. Alright, so Lawrence shows up and he brings a gift for the baby and brings a gift for Derek, and Tiffany has an array of pictures on the walls, and these pictures are of her pregnant and all, but she is in classic celebrity poses. She's in a pose like Cardi B when Cardi was pregnant. She's in a pose of Beyonce, and then she had a pose of her like she is the giver and mother of all. Tiffany is extra as hell, y'all. Extra, extra, extra. But Derek and what's his face is talking, and then Lawrence sees Issa, but he doesn't go over to approach Issa. Dro actually comes and talks to Lawrence, and they're talking about God knows what, because I don't like Dro. They're talking and everything like that, and Molly and Issa see Dro and Lawrence. So Issa decided to go over and say hello to Lawrence, but Molly didn't want to say shit to Dro because, again, Molly and Dro are not speaking. So Issa goes over to Lawrence, and it's kind of like awkward in the beginning, but they start talking, and he said that he saw Frida in Target the other day and he didn't want to approach her because it would kind of be weird. And Issa said, yeah, it would have been weird, especially the fact that I don't work there. I decided to, you know, it was time for me to move on with my life. And he was surprised, but he was very encouraging, and he said, you know, that's good that you decided to, you know, take the bull by the horns and, you know, direct your life the way you want to direct it. So they was just having small talk and everything like that, and she told him about Coachella, and he said, you know, if she ever needs help with a business plan, he can help her. It was nice. It was a nice conversation, and they actually look really cute together. I am so mad that I'm saying that, but they look really cute together. I got mad that I said that. I don't dislike Lawrence. I just didn't like the being of Lawrence. That was the whole thing. First season, I just didn't like the being of Lawrence. Like Tasha said, second season, Lawrence is a fuckboy who thinks he's a good guy. That's who Lawrence is. I mean, but I think deep down Lawrence is a good dude. Alright, so Issa is trying to call Nathan, and Nathan is not answering any of her calls. He's not answering any of his texts. His voicemail isn't set up, so she can't even leave him a voicemail. Something is amiss with this nigga, and I knew, even though I like Nathan, I feel like the fact that he told Issa that he felt like it was real with her, I think that scared him. Because remember last episode, he said that he kind of jumps really quickly and he's trying to hold himself back. I think that was part of him jumping quickly, and it kind of scared him, and he's kind of separating himself from her. I think that's what that is. Other than that, he probably a crackhead. I don't really know. So Issa tells Molly that she has not heard from Nathan, and Molly says, you know, she'll call him from her phone. He doesn't answer. So Molly sees Dro sitting there, and Molly does not want to go over to Dro, but Molly goes over to Dro because Molly is Molly and Dro is Dro. She'll do it. So Molly goes over to Dro, and he was like, oh, we talking now? Oh, we good now? Basically doing it in a condescending manner. I hate when motherfuckers do shit in a condescending manner. So he was doing it like just basically making fun of her. She said, this is why I don't talk to you. This is a waste of time. And he said, yep, it sure is. And he went back to his phone. So we hear Kelly. We don't see Kelly, we hear Kelly. So we hear Kelly. Kelly has brought these cupcakes that she wanted to make for the baby shower. And Tiffany's new friends are telling her, well, no, these cupcakes are not part of our theme. So yeah, we'll put them in the corner somewhere. And Kelly is upset because she slaved on these cupcakes. So Kelly starts getting loud, and she said that she wants her cupcakes on the table with everything else. And they were like, no, we'll put them aside. It's fine. She gets upset and she walks out of the house. So Kelly is crying. And this is the first time we've ever seen Kelly vulnerable. Kelly is crying and she's leaving out the house. And she is upset because Tiffany is her best friend. Issa and Molly are best friends. Tiffany and Kelly are best friends. And they are group friends together, but Kelly and Tiffany are best friends, and Kelly feels like she is losing her best friend to this baby. And this is what happens when your friends move on to get married, they have kids, and you don't have any of that. There's a divide and there's a separation, and Kelly is feeling it. So Tiffany comes out and basically said no one offered to coordinate the baby shower for her. None of these girls offered. And Molly and Issa gave excuses. Molly said, you know, she just had a new job. And Issa said, well, I was homeless and I was broke, so I couldn't really help. And Tiffany said, well, shit, I mean, people go through life every day, B. I mean, I understand that life shit happens, but at the same time, you still have to be there for your friends. And Kelly said, well, I offered to help, but you told me you got it. So what was that about? And Tiffany said, well, you know, she asked old girl to help because old girl had kids and Kelly didn't have any. So she basically didn't want Kelly to help because Kelly had no children. So she's purposefully separating herself from Kelly. So Kelly got offended by that, and she didn't leave the party, but she did not join in on the festivities. She just sat out on the patio and did her own thing. Alright, so Molly and Issa are looking at Tiffany opening up her gifts, and Molly asked Issa, you know, how's Lawrence doing? And she said, Lawrence is good. We were in a good space, and I can honestly say that I'm over him. But when Issa and Lawrence were talking, Molly looked at them and she smiled because they were laughing, they were having a good time talking to each other. So I think she kind of feels like it's not really over between them. But Issa said, you know, she's over him, she's good, and, you know, she's just focusing on getting her stuff together. And Candace shows up. Joe's wife. Joe's wife showed up. Woo! She showed up looking good as ever. Go ahead, Gabrielle Dennis. But yeah, so she shows up. She hugs Issa. She hugs Molly. And I don't care what nobody says. Candace has no clue that Dro is fucking Molly. There is no way Candace knows anything about that. So because even if it's an open relationship, if I'm seeing the woman that my husband is fucking and I'm okay with him fucking her, I would still kind of like, hey girl, how you doing? You know, that kind of way. I'm petty like that. But Candace hugged her, very embraced her. And to me, Molly is the one who's acting weird. So I think Candace would more ask, like, what the fuck is wrong with Molly versus Molly asking what's wrong with Candace. Alright, so once Candace goes over to Tiffany, Molly takes out her phone and texts Andrew and let him know that her schedule is open. Let her know when and where do you want to go on a date. So she has decided, you know what, let me just go ahead and go, because seeing Candace kind of made her realize that she needs to move on. So, alright, so Lawrence is about to leave. Derek is at the door. Derek was asking him, you know, what was going on with the conversation with Issa, and by the smile on Lawrence's face, Lawrence is still in love with that girl, and he left. So Issa and Molly were in the kitchen washing the dishes, and Tiffany comes in and asks, where's Kelly? And they said that Kelly left 30 minutes ago. Kelly was just not with the fuck shit. She is over it. She is done. She left. So Tiffany said, oh, did y'all know that Candace is pregnant? Her and Dro are having a baby. Molly her mouth was on the floor. My mouth was on the floor. I jumped up. I was like, what the fuck you said? And I felt like one of these people are gonna get pregnant. I said either I wanted Molly to get pregnant, but I was like, somebody's gonna get pregnant. So Candace is pregnant with Dro's baby. So that is a That is a woo. That is a woo. A whole woo. So at the end, Issa gets a call, and it is Lyft. Lyft is calling her to let her know that due to the investigation, they spoke to Nathan, and they have his statement. And Issa asks, you spoke to him when, today? They say yes. So Nathan is purposefully not answering her calls for whatever reason. Like I said, I believe it's because he feels like he's jumped too quickly, and you know how niggas do. They get scared and they jump back. And I think that's what happened, but we don't know. So we'll see it next week. 2 episodes left. This show, first of all, it needs to be longer than 30 minutes. Second of all, we need more episodes. The shit just started. And we got 2 more episodes. Y'all. Alright, y'all. So that was the end of that episode. So let me know what you thought about it. How do you feel about Lawrence coming back? At first, I was like, no, nigga, we good. I don't need you here. We don't need you here, boo-boo. I don't need you here. But now I'm kind of like, I'll deal. I'll be okay. Nathan, what y'all think about that shit? Because, like I said, I think that he is pulling himself back. But niggas just do it in the wrong way. And I think that's the problem. Rather than have a conversation, they dip. I don't know why y'all do that. But what do you think about the episode? I gave this episode. I don't even want to grade this episode because I always grade these episodes A's. But I think I might give this one. I might give this a B+. Only because I wanted it longer. And that's not their fault. But yeah, I give it a B+. Let me know what you graded down below. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like this video. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.